Hi, Julian DeRosier from the IIF. We're here at Mines and Money in London. I'm joined right now by Saf. Saf, hi, how are you?
Excellent. Excellent, Julian. Thanks for asking.
Great, Saf. So, first of all, for the viewers that don't know your company, could you introduce yourself and the company you're working for?
Yeah, actually, again, my name is Saf Dillon. I'm the president and CEO of iMetal Resources, Inc. We're a Canadian junior public company trading on the TSX Venture, over the counter in the U.S., as well as in Frankfurt in Europe.
Well, this is great. Obviously, a lot of the viewers on the IIF are both located in North America and in Europe, so that you traded already on the Frankfurt Exchange is very good to know. So basically, iMetal Resources, we don't have much indication of the commodities you're in. Can you give us a little more details?
Yeah, okay. iMetal is focused actually in the provinces of Ontario and Quebec in Canada. Arguably, these are some of the top, safest jurisdictions and also some of the most prolific. Since gold was first discovered in the early 1900s, there's been a number of different commodities, but roughly 200 million ounces of gold has been produced, over 400 million ounces of silver, I think 15 billion of copper, and 35 of zinc. iMetal Resources, we have 3 projects in Ontario that are gold focused, and the one in Quebec, it's actually focused, it was actually drilled previously for graphite. So the focus there is critical minerals, battery type minerals.
Okay, great. And then when you're talking about, let's start focusing on the Ontario gold, let's put that into one package. Where exactly in Ontario are they located?
Yeah, actually all of our projects, even the one in Quebec, they're all located in what's known as the Abitibi Greenstone Belt.
Yeah.
This region, again, like I said, is one of the most active, most prolific. Every major gold producer, specifically in Canada and around the world, has either a mining camp there or has operations throughout.
And more than that, there's been some new mines in the past few years and so on. It's a continuous development. The story of that region is not done yet for sure. And then when you're talking about gold, you're talking about 3 concessions. Are they continuous? What is happening there?
Okay, so we have 3 properties that we own 100%. One of them actually has a historical resource on it. That's the Kerrs gold deposit. We acquired that last year. We're in the process of closing that acquisition. We have 2 more payments to make within the next year. That's up to at the company's discretion. We can make those payments tomorrow, roughly 100,000 Canadian. Our flagship property, however, is called Gauganda West, which just sits outside of the town called Gauganda. It's in the Shining Tree Camp, this camp is probably the least developed throughout the Abitibi, but we're a $10 million roughly Canadian market cap. We share a border with a $600 million market cap company that actually hosts the Juby deposit. It's roughly a multi-million ounce deposit that sits less than 300 meters from the border with iMetal. And then also, within the last 2 years, a $40 billion market cap major has moved in and shares a border with us as well. So we've actually only just started scratching the surface since last year. We completed 6 holes. This year, currently we've completed, as of today, April 26th, we've completed 1,800 meters for another 5 holes. Those assays are in the lab, and we should be expecting those results sometime in June.
Okay, so this is great. We got a bit of a preview of what you guys did in the past few months and what's upcoming right now. And what about graphite? So there's been a company in Quebec, Nouveau Monde Graphite, that is actually trying to get steam on and try to get the project moving. Where are you located? Are you near to them? Not at all. I mean, how can we compare your project?
Yeah, our project is called the Carhill Project. It's actually not far from a well-known gold deposit, Casa Berardi.
Yep.
And again, we're actually surrounded by much larger companies. There was actually a major discovery announced last December 6th, less than 1.5 kilometers from our graphite property. So we actually had a drill bit churning there as well. We completed about 1,000 meters. Both of our drill bits have been paused. You can drill year-round on our properties in this region as well, but usually for a couple of weeks, you have to take a pause because the ground gets a little muddy from the snow melt, and so you don't want to have to,
you can have the heavy equipment falling. Yeah,
exactly.
All right, and then and what kind of what can we expect iMetal to do as of work on this property for the next 6 months?
as with the Gauganda West property, we'll be restarting the drilling program probably within the next 2 weeks, give or take maybe about an extra week, all depending on the weather. But so I think you'll see us announce re-engaging of the drill bit. We'll have assays for both the Gauganda West as well as the Carhill project, expected sometime in mid-June.
All right, well, this is good to know. So if we want to get shareholders, current ones, or the viewers that are out there and want to know a little more about maybe the share structures, how does it look?
Sure. We have approximately 50 million shares issued and outstanding, roughly 23 million warrants, 17 of which are in the money at 20 cents. That's Canadian. Currently, our stock, I think, yesterday closed at 25 cents Canadian. So we're looking to expand on our drilling programs. We're also looking at potential acquisitions. And
well, that's great, because basically that means if those warrants are in the money, you said about roughly, I calculated 1.5 million that would be incoming. Is that right? About 20 million. How many options? 15?
At 20 cents.
Yeah, exactly.
You're just under 2 million for that.
Exactly. So just under 2 million. So that brings more money, obviously, in the mill. Exploration companies, it's always important that you get money and financing. And regarding money, do you have an idea in the last financials what was around the cash on hand?
Yeah, actually, I can tell you within the last 6 months, we actually closed on a $600,000. These are all Canadian funds. $600,000 flow through. We actually closed in December, and then just first quarter of this year, we actually had about 5 million warrants have been exercised at 20 cents. That brought in another million Canadian cash, and then we closed also another flow through financing, raised about 500,000 for the Carhill and 750 for Gauganda, so roughly about 1.3 million. And of course, that's going to be used up for our drilling programs.
Absolutely. Well, this is great to hear. So for viewers out there that actually want to go have more information, they love the iMetal story, both the graphite, which is it's a very success story in Quebec, obviously, has big discoveries there. So obviously we wish you the best of luck with your project. And then you've got the gold on a very, as you said, maybe something that is in the dead angle of the fault right there at a green belt that should need more discovery, surely can have more discoveries and need more drilling.
Yes.
Where do they go find more information about the company, and how can they reach you?
Our website is iMetalResources.ca. You can go to the website there and get more information. You can call us on our toll-free number as well, 1-866-687-7059, or info@iMetalResources.ca.
Okay, well, that's great. Well, Saf, thank you very much for your time, and best of luck in the project, both in Ontario and in Quebec.
Thank you, Julian.
Thank you.